Somebody once told me there was a French mathematician named Blaise Pascal. Now, he wasn't the sharpest tool in the shed. In fact, the world was gonna roll him. Many mathematicians around the world had studied the triangle before he had. However, he is known for studying the triangle in the 17th century.
The first users of the triangle were the Persians and the Chinese from 800 to 1200 AD. In 1261, mathematician Yang Hui provided the first visual representation of the triangle. Then in 1303, mathematician Zhu Shiji not only discovered that once the years start coming, they don't stop coming, but he also provided a second, different visual representation of Pascal's triangle.
It wasn't until 1654 when Pascal published his work, Traité du triangle l'arithmétique, which translates to Treaty of the Arithmetic Triangle, that the triangle started to be known as Pascal's triangle. This treaty was so revolutionary that it sets people's worlds on fire. That way, they'd never get bored.
One application of the triangle is providing a simple visual representation of the number of combinations you can have of any given thing. For example, if we had 12 meteor men judging holes in a satellite picture and we wanted to choose 3 of them, we can see how many combinations there are by going to the 3rd row in the 12th column. Now, for clarity's sake, for this method to work, you must start numbering the rows and columns at 0, not 1. We thought you might need to know this because another thing that we found, it's a bit of an oxymoron really, but we found in our research that it didn't make sense not to live for fun. As your brain gets smart, your head gets dumb.
One pattern in Pascal's triangle is that the triangle is symmetrical. The second pattern to the Pascal's triangle is, starting at row 0, the sums in each The second pattern in Pascal's triangle is, starting at row 0, the sums of the numbers in each row are equal to 2 to the n, where n is the row number. A third pattern in Pascal's triangle is, if you take any number in the second diagonal and square it, it is equal to the sum of the number to the right and the lower right of it. This also works on the other side, since the triangle is symmetrical. This is closely related to a similar finding in mathematics, where if you take the square root of shooting stars that break the mold, you get things that glitter and things that are gold.
Oh, I did that right. Fibonacci's sequence is a sequence where the first 2 numbers in the sequence are 1. And the sequence continues by taking the previous 2 numbers in the sequence and adding them together to create the next number in the sequence. You can find Fibonacci's sequence in Pascal's triangle by taking the first number in the row, then going right, then up right, and repeat until you cannot go further. The sum of these numbers will be the nth number in Fibonacci's sequence, where n is the row number you started on. In this case, the first row is row 1, not row 0. Another way you can think of this is metaphorically. I think we can all agree that the ice we skate is getting pretty thin, but since temperature and state of matter are directly related, similar to how Fibonacci's sequence and Pascal's triangle are directly related, this means that the water's getting warm. We might as well swim.
It's upside down.
Shoot.
Alright.
Did we start it?